Have you ever wanted to sail around the world but don't know anything about sailing? Well, that was us just a short time ago, so sail along with us and learn from our mistakes. We spent 2 years fixing up an old catamaran, and in just 10 months we've sailed up to Alaska and all the way down to Panama while fixing the boat along the way. We're out here making our dreams come true with our new crew member Coconut, who we found abandoned on a small island. This trip has already been a life-changing experience, so hit subscribe and join us as we sail around the world on this massive adventure. I can't stop smiling. Wait, so you're not going to weld it?
I have figured out a better way.
So you're telling me we brought the welding machine all the way down from Vancouver because we didn't have time to do it in Vancouver, and now we've lugged it all the way to Mexico, through the Panama Canal, and now you're not even going to use it?
Yeah, well, yes. Well, no, I'm not going to use it, but I have a good reason though. Because I don't know if this is going to like permanently work, and I don't want to weld something and have to like completely redo it. So I figured out the lazy way to do it, to test it out, to see if it works, but it still should be strong. This is the current mount we have and we use. You can see that it's Canada's finest duct tape, and you can say what you want about this duct tape, but we put it on in just before we left for Alaska.
Yeah.
8 or 9 months ago.
That exact same.
Yeah, this exact same duct tape. And it's been holding strong. I guess it's kind of getting looser now.
But it still doesn't move.
But it now moves.
Oh, yeah.
It now moves.
Just a little.
So.
But it's been through storms and oceans, so.
Yeah, and so we're gonna, it's crossed, yeah, it's done like 7,000 miles like that.
Yeah.
But I have this method, which is potentially going to work. I mean, it should work.
And where are we going to move it to?
I'll show you in a second here. Let me
And why are we moving it?
Well, it can get caught on lines here, and also the duct tape is starting to fail.
Isn't there a bigger reason?
Oh, right, right. We're gonna put a massive solar panel here, and we're gonna put another massive solar panel down on the deck. So that's the main reason why. And I've been putting this job off for forever because I thought it would take a lot of annoying welding, and now it's not going to.
It will eventually. This is just a temporary look.
Yes, yes, just temporary. The next step is to stow the Starlink, and for that use the app on the phone, slide a little bar, and it's super fancy. For anyone wondering why this Starlink is round, this is one of the original, like the first Starlink dishes when they were doing the testing, and we were very fortunate to be very early adopters and included in the Starlink testing. And because of that, we have this monster round dish, but it works really, really well, and so we're just keeping it. This is an old barbecue mount that we have that has been here since I put it on a very long time ago. I think when we first got the boat, I mounted the barbecue, but like an old rusted one, and I bought a new mount for it, and then the barbecue stopped working very shortly after that. So this is a brand new mount that now can't get removed because of stainless steel bolts and aluminum mount, and so we're just going to use this to help mount the Starlink. But we need 4 hands for this, so we'll bring you in like halfway through the process. All right, it's perfect, except we're gonna redo it. And this is part of the reason that we're doing a temporary install only for like a month or so to figure out how it goes, because we already found a problem. It's mounted too high, and so we're gonna drop it down about 7 more inches, and so it's gonna fit better when it comes to like shading of the solar panels and stuff like that. So gonna take it off and do it again. And don't worry, it's gonna work. I know it looks a little wobbly now, but I'm gonna have a word with it and it won't be wobbly in the future. Now we have it loosely mounted, and it is definitely like not stable for any movement outside of a very calm marina. But we're gonna unstow it and see how it
Make sure it works, yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't hit
anything.
Oh yeah!
Sweet, that looks good. So our job of fixing the Starlink holder has been put on hold because Darcy's gone over to help someone's dinghy and fix their motor as well. It's not running, but see if they can get it running.
Okay, let's see if it'll light up. Nope, I don't think so. It's now the next day and we're done. And the first thing you'll notice about this is it sucks and it waves and it's not going to work. So we are far from done. We did have a post that fit this exactly, so we didn't need to put this piece of angle iron and like do the things to it, but it mysteriously went missing off the back of our boat in Ensenada, Mexico. So we do not possess that anymore, and it's difficult to find the right size. For the people that are saying you can just put it in a fishing holder, this is the original Starlink, so the sizing is a little bit different, and I'm not 100% sure if it fits. Doesn't matter. I have brained up a new way to do this, so we're just gonna go pick up some parts and a couple other things at the local boat shop here, and then we're gonna install this, and it's gonna make much more sense, and it's gonna be much better than this, whatever you wanna call this. You could be disappointed in me, that's okay.
This is why we didn't do it. We just did a temporary job.
Yeah.
We slept on it and we were like, yeah, nah, this isn't happening. So this is the marina shop in the marina. It has heaps of different boat things, it's pretty good prices, and we got a 10% off thing when we first docked here. So we're going around getting everything we can think of that we're going to need for the next few months and picking it up and making a list. So we're adding to our boat jobs as we go around.
And it's a bigger shop than you think, and they have lots and lots of stuff.
Yeah. Yay! More boat jobs to do.
It was actually relatively cheap.
Yeah, it was good overall, given how many bits and pieces we found that we actually really need. So it's good. It's always good to find a good boat shop and stock up on all the things we've been needing for a little while.
Oh wait, we're
we're
passing the convenience store.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to stop here for a something treaty. Donuts are clearly the favourite thing here. No one's gone for the biscuits. They're almost gone. That's the muffins, Danishes and bread. So we just got a visit from Suzanne and Dietmar. They run the Panama Posse and they happen to be staying just a couple of boats down from us here at the dock. They heard about Coco and they came and dropped this off, a huge donation for Coco, and she's going to love that because we're going to spend it on lots of good treats and everything for her. I also got this beautiful necklace.
Look at that.
So super kind of them.
That's awesome. And I got this sweet Panama Posse hat, which is keeping the sun out of my eyes right now.
And we got our Panama Posse Burgee, so we're going to raise that now underneath our Gunayala flag for the San Blas Islands, and of course our Panama flag. Time to hoist the flag. And Panama Posse is like a community of sailors. It also gives you a bunch of discounts. We joined back in Mexico and got a discount for
everything. Pretty
much everything. Crossing the canal, pretty much all the marinas we've been to, and yeah, it's been great. We've saved a bunch of money.
What's the anthem for Panama Posse? Do 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 Panama. Do 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 do. We're gonna get back to the Starlink mounting project in a second. We have to go shopping and do a bunch of stuff and get the right parts because this marina store didn't have the U-bolts that we needed. And
we also need to do some provisioning.
Yeah, the provisioning too for the next month.
Because we're leaving tomorrow morning.
I don't know about morning.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Tomorrow. And we still have to install the solar panels up here and some other stuff.
They were supposed to arrive today, but they're coming tomorrow now.
Yeah.
So, just in time.
So these wires are for all our solar, and they used to just come down here, as many of you have seen, and then go through the door here. So we couldn't close the door properly, and we would just use two locks locked into each other. but that's all gonna change now. So we built this back on like the first stop in our trip, Pendrell Sound. Like the second video that we made, we built this out at anchor, and we haven't finished it yet. I mean, the correct terminology is it's a work in progress, I think. But we knew we were gonna add like more stuff to it, so before we like finish it, we wanna make sure we add all the stuff. And one thing we're doing now is the wires are gonna now go in here and then drop down. So that's what we're gonna do now. And this is like a little casing we bought for the wire to go in. So I have to just measure it out here. And that's about right. 4 wires, and it's fairly large enough.
So we're finally getting rid of the wires that go into our door that everyone sees all the time.
I personally liked the aesthetic of them.
Yeah, me too.
Now I realize that these are the wrong type of screws to put in here, but I'm gonna buy the right type of screws to put in here. I just don't have them. They're just the wrong heads. But essentially, it's done. Well, it's not done. I still have to like hook up the solar and all that kind of stuff. So, but that's after. I think we got to go shopping now.
Yeah, we're catching a bus that the marina provides for free. Otherwise, it's $25 US. Push it in.
We're passing one of the old military bases. All the homes are like trashed and everything and like overgrown, but this is like the military base where the people building the canal used to stay, the militaries. Maybe.
No, it wasn't building the canal, I don't think.
I don't know. Military used to stay there.
I think it was the American military at some point helping with like the security for the canal.
Maybe, yeah. Because they definitely didn't build the canal. They made people build it for them.
Going over the Panama Canal again. Way down there you can see the big ships coming through the locks. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think anybody can see anything with this camera.
You might not be able to, but I can with these eyes. So we've just been to another boat shop and got a few more things we've been looking for ages that we haven't been able to find until now.
And now we have to cross this bridge to the grocery store. The boat shop took forever to cash us out. And now we only have like half an hour again to buy provisions. That's just always seems to happen. And across the train tracks. And we're going right there. As usual, we left ourselves no time to provision and we rushed through it all, but we think we got most things.
You might notice there's a nice cold breeze in here. That's from our new portable aircon that we bought in Cologne the other day.
Woohoo!
It's working pretty well.
Unfortunately, it's taking up all the space of where we used to store our food.
So yeah, that was our main food storage spot. So now our food storage is kind of all over the galley and under the table and hidden away. But anyway, it's working really well. It's cooling down a little coconut nicely. Because we put the aircon in, we realized we needed more solar, so that's why we're now working on solar panels and rewiring those and organizing all of that sort of thing, and then needing more just power in general. So today's pouring rain here at the marina, and so not the best day to be working on all this outside stuff, and we had planned to leave the marina this afternoon, so we might have to push that back a day. But in the meantime, I found, where is it? There.
Oh, right here.
This temperature gun down in the tool room. I knew we had it, and I've been checking for hot spots in here because it's really nice right by the aircon, but there's certain parts in the boat and just in general that we think it's kind of struggling with because of high heat. So in the boat at the moment it is I think it's like 26 degrees, yeah. So I think that's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Around there.
Yeah. And then I did it outside just in the cockpit and it was like 88 degrees Fahrenheit. This does Fahrenheit. So,
and that's 31 degrees around Celsius.
Something like that. And then I came in the boat and I was doing it around like random spots and happened to do this cord, this power cord that the aircon is plugged into, and it's super duper hot. It was like 40 degrees, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. That's like 104 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 104 Fahrenheit, that's what this is. And so we went and bought this 12 gauge wire in Cologne when we did our provisioning yesterday. And this one is 16 gauge, so we're going to swap them out and hopefully this one doesn't radiate mountains of heat.
Oh, it should be. That one's much shorter too, so.
Yeah, so that's going to be better. So we're doing that. Darcy's doing the solar panels outside. We're waiting for the arrival of 2 extra solar panels. And the other spot that we've noticed that really radiates heat into the boat is these lovely windows that are slanted. The side ones not so much, but these slanted ones on like hot days where it's boiling, it just like funnels in heat down here. So we're going to make some covers for the sun. Heaps of other boats have them, we just never got round to it. We've got some material on board, so I'm going to work on that now that it's a nice rainy day outside. Darcy can work outside in the rain.
Yeah, she told me there's only like so wet you can get and then it's okay, you know, then you're already wet. But
so I think as well keep working outside.
Yeah, I think our sentiments might differ a little bit on that one. But the Starlink mount has to get done because we need that. Yeah, we just need it. We need the Starlink up.
We need to upload this video. Like
yeah, we need to upload this video in 2 days. So, anyways, why don't we replace that cord before we catch the boat on fire?
Sounds good. So the power outlet is way around here. Take that one out, and I'll put this yellow one in. Oops. Can't see what I'm doing, so you kind of have to feel for a second. And our TV plugged in there too. Okay.
And all the way?
Yep.
Power that on.
It's opening. Cool.
So that should help the AC situation because that cord won't be giving off heat into the boat.
Yeah, so much better.
All right, so we gotta hurry up. We're finally getting some good weather here. I have most of the stuff done to install it up here. It's just waiting to go. But more importantly, we were told we could tour one of those sick Clipper, like round the world racing monohulls. They randomly, they're all docked here. So we're gonna mount this Starlink and then hopefully get a sweet tour. So I've bolted some stuff onto here, which I'll show you in a second. But in theory, this Starlink should just slide in. I mean, I feel like that's good. Now we just have to tighten it. Oh. All right, we just about have her mounted up. I'm still playing with the idea of having like a support going from here to like here or something like that. But it's a lot sturdier than it was over there. I guess we won't know until we get into the big oceans. If it'll
and the big winds.
Big winds, yeah. But I imagine I'm gonna potentially like bolt something from here to here or something like that for just a little bit of extra rigidity. But it's a lot better off here than it is where we had it, where I just tried to mount it, which was pathetically bad.
And also the spot prior to that with the duct tape.
Well, no, that
actually was pretty good.
You can make fun of that, but it lasted for like 8 months.
Yeah.
And it lasted through like 45 knot winds, and so. But this, I have a little bit more confidence in than the last one, but it's gonna have to earn its spot to beat the duct tape. So this is how I did it. I drilled a hole in this angle iron, a couple of holes, 3 holes, and then I mounted it to this beam that goes all the way along here. And then on the bottom side, I put these U-bolts in to just hold it. And so that's how it's mounted.
All right, so this looks like we've finally finished our Starlink holder placement.
I'm uncertain about that.
What?
I think there's a little bit more movement than I wanted. And so we might need to like reinforce it from like here to here, and then also possibly from side to side movement as well.
But there's nothing on the side to attach it to.
We'll figure it out. I might have to weld something.
All right. So all these round the world clipper boats have been moored here for a couple of days, and they're going out today. So we're going to see them off, and we might hopefully be able to have a look on one of them. If we hang around awkwardly enough for long enough.
You can have a cut of the prize.
Unfortunately, no prize money, so.
I'll give you 100% of the prize money. Thank you.
All right, now we've earned our way on board.
There you go.
See anything you want to put on Supernova?
This massive boom. I mean, mast.
I'm pretty sure the boom is massive too. Look at the size of that thing. Whew. And they have a couple of halyards going up there, eh?
Yeah. I want to be out in the middle of the ocean going like this.
But you've done that.
I know, but this is on like a massive monohull. Feels different.
Yeah.
Feels like it could be the Titanic.
Yeah. Look at the size of those blocks and how many there are. Whew. All right, we've been told we're allowed to go inside, but we need to be quick.
Yeah, because everyone's coming back to the boat now. That's fun.
Welcome to the belly of the beast.
It's big. It's huge.
It is massive.
I like the galley.
It seems a bit more at a 90-degree angle than it usually is when it's sailing.
So these are some bunks obviously, but they're storing food at the moment.
This is the luxury bathroom.
This looks like the control room. Better not touch anything.
Not like last time, eh?
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's not supposed to hit a bunch of buttons on that.
Please don't touch anything on there. You want a little bit of an explanation of what's going on here?
Yeah, sure. That'd be amazing.
So, hi, my name is Lorenzo.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm a circumnavigator on board PSP. We're almost at the end of the journey. As you can see there, let's see if time zero opens. Anyways, that's time zero. All our charting, basically all our meter will come through here.
Does all boats have the same equipment?
We all have the same equipment. Here we have all of our instruments popping out. Now I have to turn it on, but all here you have our wind instruments, all our alarms, radio, satcoms. Again, we have all our power grid, more satcoms, generator, engine. We have a ton of stuff then.
What horsepower is the engine?
I think it's 130 horsepower.
130 horsepower?
Really, not much. Anyways, we
You don't use it?
never use it, right?
Yeah.
So we just use the wind when there is wind. And yeah, these boats are really made for heavy weather. So really look for bad weather. That's what it's worth for us. Where we go fast, honestly. This is what we like.
So what's like the top speed you guys have hit?
I personally got very lucky. So I was helming and in a very dark night in the Southern Ocean with very big waves. Managed 28 knots.
Ooh, wow.
Quite,
it's crazy.
quite fast.
It's so fast.
Yeah. The boats are not made for that speed, so the sound is just mad. And but yeah, the experience is incredible. And you have Tom here.
Hey Tom.
Canadian circumnavigator, my best buddy on board.
Yeah, they keep us separated on the watch because we're too much trouble together.
That's exactly what they've been trying to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't work every time.
Nope.
So.
And have you both come all the way then from England?
Sorry?
Have you both been on the boat from England?
From England, yeah.
And how long ago was that you left?
It was the 3rd of September.
Oh wow.
You guys are cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long way, right?
9 months. The total trip was 11 months.
Yeah. So a couple of months back, we'll be back in England.
Oh yes. Well, I'm from Canada. He's from Italy.
Exactly.
But we have our boat's jogging with mostly Canadians because
Nice.
60 some odd % of the people on here are Canadians. But there's like a total of 62 people on the team.
Yeah.
But there's 8 or 9 actual circumnavigators.
Now we are 7, right?
Now we're 7. Yeah.
7 of us.
Usually
The mad dogs.
the attrition rate for certain navigators and Clipper is around 50%.
Whew, so you guys are surviving.
Yeah, the ones you
Till
can't
now.
flush.
Till
So
now.
are you guys gonna do like a rock, paper, scissors for which one of you makes it till the end?
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. We're gonna make it.
You're in it for the long
We're gonna make it. We still have fun.
In Italy, when we say we're gonna make it, we're just gonna touch wood.
yeah, I'll touch one for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Yep,
but
yep.
It's, I mean, it's just nuts, right? You have, we spend a lot of time at sea and seeing no land, you know, and I remember like leg 6, we spent like 30 days without seeing anybody, and after that, like you can hear somebody on the radio, like fucking, and you realize you've been like not hearing from anybody outside of this boat for 30 days.
See you guys.
So yeah, it's really,
Yeah, we know how it feels, man. We were out there for 8 days and then 10 days.
really.
That's it. That's our maximum.
And now you're here in the marina with a boat, I guess, right?
Yeah, we got that pink catamaran that you walked past
The
to get
pink
here.
catamaran. What's the name again?
Supernova.
Supernova. Very cool catamaran. I was looking at it.
Oh, thanks. It's old school. It's an 86 Prout Quasar.
Yeah, I saw that it's all material but good, right? Like,
Yeah. Oh, it's solid.
all our wind, true wind speed, true wind angle, apparent wind speed, apparent wind angle, COG, GPS, water speed, the classic DMG, and so we have different configuration. We have radars and everything.
What's the top wind speed you guys have seen?
I think 65. Ooh. Yeah.
Geez, we're at 45 and we didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, like I think like till 50 we go really fast, you know. Then we enter a little bit of a different mode, which is a little bit like surviving, you know.
Survival.
But we definitely can go 100 knots wind speed, and the boat will still be manageable.
Man, see,
Yeah, like-
we have a plan for that. If it gets up to 100 knots, I'm gonna sit in the corner and cry, and then whatever, you know, from there.
Man, at one point you don't know, you know. Like, but yeah, I mean, for me, these boats are really tough. They're just made for that. You know?
Yeah.
We don't have for a racing boat. We have a small sail plan. Actually, you know, it's not that big.
Yeah.
If you think on the weight of the boat ratio with the wind size, how do you say, the square meters of the
Yeah.
sail, it's not that big. Like proper like racing yachts, like the Ocean Race one, the Vendée Globe one, they have way bigger sails
Yeah.
than us.
But this can take harder weather though.
Like harder weather, yeah.
Nice.
Harder fiber. Sometimes when it bangs, you feel like the boat will break in two, you know. When
Where's the spot that's been the most difficult water?
Where is the spot with the most difficult weather? The Southern Ocean, definitely 800 miles, 1,000 miles from Antarctica. Those must be really something.
Yeah.
We had like huge waves, huge sea state, 30, 40 knots all the time, and gusting at 50. And sometimes, yeah, we broke a few things one day, 1,000 miles east from, where was it? Cape Horn, 1,000 miles east from Cape Horn. We broke all the Yankee car. We blew in the air, so I got out. It was like 8-9 meter wave, and just had to just smoke a cigarette, and then we fixed the boat.
Well, I can say that we have the same fans on board,
Yeah.
so we're pretty much a race boat too.
We have like plenty of fans, literally everywhere. Oh my god, I cannot connect this.
All right, well, we'll let you do your work. Thanks so much for the explanation.
Enjoy.
Really appreciate it.
Bye. Enjoy, guys. Thank you for coming.
You gonna helm one of these boats?
Yeah, the helm is, or steering wheel helm, is just as big as me, almost.
It's massive.
So there's an angled board down there, I guess, so you can put your foot on when you're really heeling over and stop yourself from falling. It's crazy how he was saying highest winds, what, 65 knots and 9 meter waves, 10 meter waves in the Southern Ocean. Can't even imagine.
This is our primary grinder, coffee grinder. It goes on the primary winch, which grind or ease the main sheet. Then we can grind one primary, hold it to the other, as you can see.
Oh.
And they can both work on all those grinders or on this one. We have 12 different sails.
12 sails.
Yeah.
That beats our 3.
We have a main, we have a staysail, we have 3 different Yankees, 3 different kites, 1 wind seeker, 2 or 3 different storm sails.
Wow. Have you ripped any on this trip?
We rip all the time. Actually, the kites. I blew personally the code 1. The skipper was like, hey, how is it going? I was like, pretty good.
Yeah. I need to go to the bathroom. Can someone else take over?
That we saw them on board, you know.
Oh, okay,
it takes
cool.
1 week relentless job, watch on, watch off, and we just don't stop, you know.
Wow.
And the thing is, push them fast, push them hard all the time, as fast as we can go, basically. Which is sometimes a little bit like.
Yeah, which is sometimes 28 knots.
Yeah, but we can average like we done like something like 90 miles in 6 hours.
Ooh.
Once, yeah. That was our record, like averaging 14, 15 knots.
Man, that's gnarly. Okay, show us your technique.
I have no idea. Is that right?
That's good enough.
I could see how that would get tiring, especially because like there's nothing actually attached to this right now. So like if you actually had to put in force, I guess you could be 2 people.
Nah, don't think so.
I mean, I feel like that would be hard. That'd be like Team New Zealand in America's Cup there. So do you usually have 2 people on it, or
no, like
just like this?
So you come in. So if you're going, so you either left, or right. And so you're in there, and
Oh.
So there, and then when you're grinding, you just put your hands down and go. So if you want to come in with someone, you just put your hands down there and you come in.
Oh.
Okay, I'll try.
And then these 2 link in.
You spin.
Right, see we are. Daniel. Yeah, and then these 2 link into each other.
Yeah, he told us that. So it must get pretty wet on board sometimes, eh?
Oh yeah, it does. First spreader, we've had a wave go over the top there.
That is what, like 10 meters up at least?
Yeah, at least. Yeah, I reckon so.
And how far does it heal down to when you're healing?
Oh yeah, he'll to your rail. But definitely we've had the water over the top of the edge. Yeah, and this whole thing's full of water every now and then, not all the time, but every now and then.
Yeah.
And it spills down obviously into the galley. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Not for the
It's
faint-hearted.
not.
It's not the pressure. No.
How long was it? 11 months?
11 months. Yeah.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, it is. And you're you're away from family and friends, and there's an email system on the boat. I choose not to use it because I see people just it affects them. You know, they get a bad email from that. You know, but the people sending the emails should know what to send as well. But then so we've had some chaotic moments that their emotions are up and down, and and then they're always worried about charging their phones and their power banks, as soon as I leave here, my phone just goes and then never gets touched until we come in.
That's smart.
Yeah, I find it's much more relaxing for me. Others they are fine, but I couldn't do it. I like to just do the job, lie down, do your job.
I would say we do the same, but we bring cameras everywhere, so.
Yeah, no, but that's fine. Look, there's so many other people. I don't take a photo. We've got a WhatsApp group, and then there's Tina. Tina's the star of taking photos and videos, and so when she puts it up, I don't take her stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, we know what boat we're cheering for on this leg.
Yeah, PSP, they're great. It's honestly a really good boat and good people. Yeah.
And Canadian.
And Canadian. Everybody's saying sorry all the time.
Except for you.
All right, well, thanks very much for the little bit of a tour.
Lovely to meet you.
Much appreciated.
Lovely to meet you.
You bet.
Do that, Justin.
Darcy, what's your name?
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back and work on the pink monster over there and get her going.
Up there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we've noticed as we've been walking around all the boats here that they have these little propeller type things on the back. We asked what they were and they said they're one of their 2 ways that they generate power on the boat. They've got a main kind of power generator on the boat and then they also have these electric in water hydro generators on the back. So when they're heeling over, they put the one that would be in the water down into the water and generate power like that.
It's super cool, but they can't have both the generator on and these down in the water at the same time.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah, that's how it's set up.
So we just had a bit more of a chat to Justin here on the PSP boat and he told us some interesting things. One is the hardest thing for him, I guess, has been the freezing cold. He is Aussie, so that might explain it. But the freezing cold combined with the wet and never being able to get dry down in the Southern Ocean. But that was also one of his favourite trips was the Australian bit, the one that ended on the at Airlie Beach. He said lots of mixed weather, huge waves, huge wind, and just a mix of everything good. What else? There's also an Aussie on this boat. This is the Halong Bay boat. And I think that's the boat he's on. He got off that one. And he's from the town right next to the little town where I live and grew up in Australia. And yeah, no one knows my town. We both said we were from like near Brisbane and then we kind of got close to where we're actually from and we're both actually from tiny little towns near each other. So that was crazy, small world. But yeah.
These boats are amazing.
They're so amazing. Sounds like an epic trip. Justin's been on since England all the way around the opposite side of the world. They're going to be going to the Atlantic next and back to England. We've got 2 months left. They've been on for 9 months already.
And they told us that this anchor here, they have to have it on board if there's any problems, but as soon as they kind of get offshore, they toss that anchor down below.
Yeah. They also said in the Southern Ocean, huge up to 20-meter waves, and they had winds up to 70 knots, and some of the waves they break at the top, and so when they're in that bit they basically just fall through that bit of the wave.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
Anyway,
crazy.
You want to get back to work on our ocean going race boat?
Yeah.
Oh.
We just need some perseverance to make it on our trip.
That's terrible.
This one looks like it's the Dutch boat. It's called the Princess Maxima Centre for Pediatric Oncology.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, but the boat I think is actually just called Perseverance. Oh.
It's just giving them a little help off the dock.
Yeah, they were bow in that way and had to do a 180 to get out. Crazy.
Pretty much part of the team.
Yeah, he was told not to go too close to the mangrove, and I guess he freaked out. He turned too soon.
Ah.
But, bye guys! Good luck!
Have a fun race! Don't forget to turn around!
They're going the wrong way.
After all the problems the other boat had, I think they just decided, screw it, we're backing out.
It's working well so far.
Adios!
Bye!
Bye!
Take chances! Safety third!
PSP! PSP! PSP!
That is one sweet boat.
Thank you!
Kick ass, guys! Woo, woo, woo. How sweet are those boats?
Crazy. They're so cool. They're huge and just awesome to get to go on one. Can't even imagine what they're like down in the Southern Ocean in crazy weather and big waves and big wind.
One day.
Sounded amazing.
One day.
and I'm meeting the guy on there back in our hometown in Australia.
Hey, what? Hey, great job, everyone. Good job. You deserve that beer. Those are all the people that helped get the boats off the dock. And man, there were some tight instances there. Real tight.
Real sketchy. But it was all fine in the end. Probably we're more nervous than them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. There was that one time where I helped push.
Well, that's it for this week. Join us next week when we plan to install over 1,000 watts of new solar panels, get off the dock and start exploring Panama. Remember, there's an extra full-length YouTube style video on our Patreon every week. Check it out if you want more videos from us. A huge thank you to everyone who liked and subscribed, and a special thanks to our Patreons who help us make these videos the very best they can be. See you all next Friday.